Oh, well, if that ain't got you in the mood, I don't know what will, to be honest with you. It's the 1980s answer to Love Island, where the drinks are free and the whole family is invited to join the ultimate holiday musical celebrating the all we love about the 80s. It's Club Tropicana the musical, and it started its run at the Hull New Theatre last night. And in the studio with me to tell us all about it is Joe McElderry. Now then, Joe.
Hello.
Thank you so much for finding the time.
I was going to say good morning there, but it's afternoon, isn't it?
It's afternoon, darling, yeah. Was it a long night, was it?
No, it wasn't, but my days are always back to front when we're on tour, because obviously my work time starts on a night time, so...
Of course it does.
2 o'clock in the afternoon feels like a morning. I always make that mistake, and I say, good morning, I mean afternoon.
Yeah, well, that's it. If you're working all night, you deserve a lie-in. Do you get much of a lie-in when you're on tour?
I didn't today, actually. I was up at 8:30 this morning.
No.
Which is... pretty early when I'm on tour. I normally sleep until about... I love that I'm just already telling you my whole sleeping pattern. I normally sleep until about 10 a.m, because obviously we don't finish work until like 11:30ish.
And, bless you. So it was opening night last night. What was it like?
It was great. You know, you never really know on a first... on a Monday night. A Monday night's a funny night, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I always think it's not really the kind of party night of the week. But they were up for it. They were all up on their feet singing and dancing at the end and cheering and clapping along and singing. And, I mean, the show is just great fun. So you can't not have a good time when you come. It's just geared for a great night out.
Oh, good. Well, Jane sent me a tweet, actually, saying it was absolutely brilliant, great cast, great songs and great atmosphere, left with big smiles and happy feet.
That's the idea. That's the idea. You know, we're not, like, trying to save the world with this show. We've kind of, the producers and the creative team and stuff, they just wanted to create something where people can just come and not have to think too much and just have a great night full of great music, comedy and just fun, you know?
Yeah.
I think we all need that in this crazy world we're living at the moment.
We do.
Just a bit of a light-hearted night out.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Now, I have to be honest, it's not a musical that I was familiar with, but it is brand new, you said, isn't it?
It's brand new.
Absolutely brand new.
We all started in January, straight after Christmas, and all worked together with the cast and all the characters and the creative team, and literally began from scratch. So it's brand new,
wow.
Which has been really exciting, because obviously I've done musical theatre before. I played Joseph and I did Tommy we did a special season over in Blackpool, but I've never been part of the kind of creative process of a new musical, and also my role's a comedy role, and I'd never done that before, so it was a completely different way of working to what I've ever done before.
Yeah.
But I like that. I like the challenge. I like kind of that moment where you don't know whether it's going to work or not. It's really exciting.
Yeah.
And when we opened back in January, just the reaction from the first night, well, right, okay, we're all right. Everybody seems to love it, yeah.
Yeah, oh, good. So what is the story then? Because it's absolutely 80s everything,
yeah.
But what's the story in the musical?
So the story is two people are going to get married, and they have a freak out at the altar, and they both decide to jet off to... There's kind of 3 stories inside the story, so I'll explain the first bit. They jet off to a hotel with their separate friends after breaking up with each other before the wedding. Little do they realise they've ended up at the same hotel, and let's say this hotel is probably not somewhere you would want to stay. It's not the best hotel. There's kind of all things going wrong with it, which is where then I come into it. I play Gary, the hotel entertainment manager, with my trusty sidekick, Consuela, and we think that we're being inspected. So we decide to dress Consuela up in all of these outfits, and which is where Kate Robbins, the fabulous Kate Robbins, comes into it. And she does all of her impressions and dresses up in outrageous costumes to make the hotel inspector, or who we think is the hotel inspector, think that the hotel's busy by her playing lots of different personas.
Okay.
And then we decide to have this... I'm kind of coming up with all these ideas: a fancy dress night, a blind date night, to keep everybody distracted from the mayhem that's going on in the hotel.
I get it, yeah.
Cut a long story short, it all goes a little bit wrong, and me and Consuela are kind of left to pick up the pieces with our below average entertainment, shall I say. But that's kind of the running comedy throughout it, and you know, as every musical does, it does have a happy ending, but it's just full of great 80s music, great comedy, and just those laugh out loud moments that you're just not expecting. It's we've been doing this, you know, we're nearly 3 months into the tour now, and honestly, we still have so much fun doing it because it genuinely is hilarious.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether I'm allowed to say that without sounding arrogant, but even bits that I'm not in and I stand on side of stage watching it, it is genuinely hilarious. Like those just stupid, silly moments that you can't help but laugh at.
It sounds like so much fun, but for you as a comedy role then, I've heard about this dance that you do.
Yes.
In your when you first come on.
The Tropicana time step.
Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Well, I've heard all about it. And I wondered whether you'd be able to teach me it. And I don't know whether this would work on the radio, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Can you teach me your dance, Joe?
Yes, it's a little bit like the Macarena.
Do you need some music behind this?
I mean, if you've got... Yeah, what music have you got?
Is it Just Can't Get Enough?
Yeah.
That the one? I'll just put this in the background then.
All right, hang on then.
Okay.
I can't hear it. Wait, I'll put some headphones on. All right. And... When I'm with you, baby, I go out of my head, and I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough.
Oh, I can do it. Sat down.
You got it.
It's a bit like Macarena,
Yeah,
isn't
exactly.
it?
It's a little bit of a Macarena. Everybody's listening on the radio being like, what the hell are they doing?
I know, but I love it.
Yeah. And we do that a few times. We get all the audience up and do like a Macarena style party section at the beginning.
Oh, brilliant. So is there quite a lot of audience participation then?
Yeah, so that is pretty early on in the show, and I do kind of... The great thing that the director... created with my role, certainly, is that I treat the audience as if they're hotel guests. So I do a big welcome speech, I talk to them, and from that moment on, they're pretty much involved in the show, as if they're actually in the hotel as well.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so we kind of break the fourth wall with that. Well, my character does. And then at the end, once the show's actually finished, we do a huge mega mix of all 80 songs, and it turns into a bit of a concert for the last 10-15 minutes.
Oh, God.
Where everybody can just get up, clap along. There's loads of audience participation. That's important for me because obviously I come from a pop background and I do my own concerts and tours, and I kind of have two sides to my career in terms of I do all my solo stuff, and then so when I do a show, it's nice to still have that kind of moment with the audience where I can be me and kind of have that concert vibe, you know. It's it allows us not to miss it too much.
If you're going to a musical, especially one that's going to be so much fun, you want to get up and dance.
Exactly.
Love it.
You know, and there's bits in the show as well, and we've created little moments in the show where the audience can really kind of shout out and not heckle. I shouldn't say heckle because that's not the right word because we'll start getting abuse. But where they can shout out in the moments, and it kind of provides a little bit of comedy with the show as well. It's I'm genuinely having so much fun doing it.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
The songs then, Joe, there's got to be a massive part of it. Which 80s hits can we expect to hear? So
we've got Just Can't Get Enough, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Relax, Making Your Mind Up, Bucks Fizz, Only You. What else have we got? Don't Go. I'm trying to think. The boys do a little bit of Oops Upside Your Head. Physical.
Brilliant.
Bit of Olivia Newton-John.
What do you sing in it?
I sing... God, I forgot what I sing now. Just Can't Get Enough, Relax, Making Your Mind Up, Poison Mind. I didn't know that song before we did it, but everybody seems to enjoy it in the show, so it must have been a big 80s song.
So because it is so 80s, we touched on briefly I mentioned earlier, the suit that I've seen in the posters, this powder pink suit.
Yeah.
So for 80s outfits then, what are they like?
Well, the girls' costumes are fabulous. They've all got the kind of 80s wigs and hair and everything. My costume is pretty much the pink powder suit with turquoise trousers all the way through. And then I have a few changes in the second half, but I won't tell you what they are because that'll spoil.
Okay.
I come out in a lovely tennis outfit, and then there's a bit of a reveal. That's all we'll see.
Oh, yeah. I'm a bit gutted that you've not come in your powder pink suit, but you say it's getting washed.
It's got to get it ready for, and that is it's a very integral part of the show. It's kept under lock and key.
Oh, I'm not okay then. I'll let you off. So, what do you do when you finish this week at Hull New Theatre? What's next for you?
We head down to Wimbledon in London, and we go all the way until August, and finish the end of August, I think, in Cardiff. So we're going all over the country, Manchester, right the way up to Scotland, Dublin, everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's going to keep me very busy until August.
What are you going to do once it's all over?
Sleep, maybe.
You'll be ready for
it's my 10th year since I did X Factor.
Is it really?
Yes.
Has it been that long?
It's 10 years this year. It's my 10th anniversary.
No way.
So we're planning some stuff for the end of the year, and hopefully, if all goes to plan, I'll be going back out on the road with my own concerts in October time, I think. Hopefully, we're just kind of finalising everything and hopefully lining everything up. But 10 years.
Wow.
So
I can't believe it. Do you know, I saw you once. I don't think, well, you won't have seen me, but I was on a hen do, and we stopped at a service station just outside of Newcastle.
Oh God.
And producer Marcus is just going to me, is steady, careful what you say. Yeah, I was on a hen do. And so we'd stopped at this service station, and there was a few people getting out. I'm like, I think Joe McElderry's in the service. Did Joe McElderry? Everyone going mad. So we got out and I saw you. But
Did you say hello?
No, I was too scared.
Oh, you should have said hello.
And well, the thing is, this hen do, it was one of them where everyone was getting dressed up.
Right.
And the theme was superheroes. And you know what? Some people can be like women when it comes to dressing like a superhero. We had a sexy Catwoman, sexy Superwoman, and
like an Ann Summers advertisement.
Do you want to know what my outfit was?
I am allowed to say that at this time of the day on radio, aren't I?
Yeah, that's fine. Right. But my superhero outfit was I decided to go as Banana Man.
I like that. Very original as well. I bet you not many people would go as that either, would there?
I was the best banana man
Did you win?
Newcastle that night. There was no prize for the best, but if there was, I'd have won.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah.
I could have judged the competition in the service station for you.
You could have done, but yeah, I felt too daft. Anyway, I don't feel daft now, but I feel great that I've spoken to you.
Thank you for having us.
No problem, Joe. Good luck with the rest of the tour.
Thank you.
So you've got to catch it while you can. Club Tropicana, the musical. It's on until Saturday night.
One show every day until Saturday night, and come have a party.
Yeah.
A little bit of an Easter party. It's Easter this week, isn't it? Easter party.
Brilliant. Well, it's already getting rave reviews, people saying on Twitter, so...
We've been very blessed with wonderful audiences and wonderful reviews so far. So, and with a new musical, you never know how people are going to respond to it, but we've been very lucky. The cast are really hard working, which massively helps, but you never know. So I'm always glad when people just feel positive about something you're doing.
Brilliant. Joe, thanks so much for taking the time to come in. Mr. Joe McElderry, Club Tropicana. For your tickets, you can go to hulltheatres.co.uk. This is Lewis Capaldi.
I'm going on during this time I feel